Let me know when we're online. All right, thank you very much. Members of the audience and online and in person, this is a continuation of the Labor Health meeting for the 26th. Is that what day it is? 26th. We had one we had one bill remaining. We took public testimony, heard the presentation of the bill, of course, from the sponsor, took public testimony. The bill is before you. This is House Bill 222, Medical Ethics Defense Act 2. Committee, what's your pleasure? There's a motion by Senator Hutchings on the bill. We will walk through the bill. Any amendments on the bill? Page 1. Page 2-3. Excuse me, page 4-5. On the bottom of page 4, this was the discussion about students. Anyway, there was a discussion about students and the concerns raised, excuse me, by the Community College Commission. All right, 4, 5, 6, 7. Six, 7. I will note that I think on the top of page 6, and if the sponsor was here, I think A is duplicative. A has 2 sentences in it, and I believe there are 3 sentences, and I think they actually say the exact same thing, but the sponsor's not here, and if they were here, I would ask them if there's something unique about one sentence besides it's.
Which ones are duplicates?
Well, they say the same thing and just in different ways. And
A, alpha?
alpha, the first sentence and the second sentence.
Okay.
But that's just, I'm just pointing it out as Bill advances, that'll be a question I'll have for the sponsors, since the main sponsor isn't here. All right, 6, 7, page 8 or page 9.
Excuse me, Mr.
Yes,
Chairman, going
please.
back to that top page 6, if I had to write page 6. When the bringer of the bill was delivering the bill, she mentioned professionals, institutions, and payers. So I think the professional, the institution, and the payer are all 3 different people, or entities, I guess.
Thank you. All right, further thing on, I think we're on 8, 9. Ten, 11.
There was some concern, Mr. Chairman, on page 10. Let me see if it was not brought up. Okay, I asked him if they had brought that up previously, and he said no. So if this does pass out, I'd like to get with the bringer of the bill and see if there's anything we can correct there that will help the Board of Medicine out, if need be.
Okay, any further discussion on that one? Senator Cobb.
Yes, I would make, if it now's the time, I would make a motion that we delete from line 5 through line really 19.
Okay, there's a motion to delete that subparagraph E, 5 through 19. Discussion on the amendment.
Can you
Discussion,
explain why?
Yeah, you'll listen.
please, go ahead.
Get my mic on. Listen to the Board of Medicine and the licensing requirements on it, and then the $500 worth of damages for each partial week. They just didn't feel that this was a good part of this bill, and I agree with them that we just shouldn't be doing this.
Go ahead, Senator Scott.
Further, there, 14 days after receipt, this outfit meets, I think, quarterly or so. That doesn't work. This is something that came in from somewhere else. I think it probably is different from the Administrative Procedure Act, which I think otherwise would govern. and possibly different from what's in their Practice Act, this is not a good idea, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. And I would just say that
Get rid of it.
I think what the department, or excuse me, the the board said it was just any complaint. This is not about just the complaints under this law. This is any complaint. So we're back on, we have a motion on the table, on the floor, to strike lines 5 through 19. For the discussion, seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no.
I'm gonna have to just say no, because I'm not really certain until I talk to the
Okay.
bringer of the bill, so thank you. Oh, there she is.
I'm
The-
sorry, we were across the hallway with you guys. I'm like, I'm early.
Oh, they didn't tell
We
you.
were over there for 10 minutes.
Sorry.
Should we ask her?
If Clayton's not there, we're not there.
Well, Pierre was over there, we just said hello to him.
Oh, all right, my apologies. So we're walking through the bill. We just had, we're working through the bill page by page with amendments. We just amended page 10, lines 5 through 18. And it passed to strike that. That was the 14 days on any complaint. So that was that
Okay.
bill. Further amendments on page 10 or 11. 10 or 11. And now 12 or 13. 12 or 13. All right. If you'd like to make any final comments, I would have given you this opportunity before we worked the bill, but if you'd like to make any final comments, Representative Ottman, you go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and committee, and once again, I apologize.
That's okay.
It's been one of those days, it seems like. I would just say that this medical act, I started it 4 years ago, and then another representative ran it 2 years ago, and so it's just been getting better and better. As the times that we live in change, we can see that people need to be protected. We want to protect people in their businesses and in their lives and allow them to be who they want to be and run their businesses the way they want to without threat. So this, like I said earlier, this is not to discriminate negatively towards anyone, but to be a very positive move and to bring very qualified healthcare professionals into our state. So with that, I will ask for your aye vote, and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, Representative Ottman. All right, discussion from the committee. We have at least one amendment in the bill. Any further discussion? Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. On and for the bill, one of the things this reminds me of, the compelled speech bill that passed in both houses, and how certain administrations, depending on who is in the executive branch, we may have different rules, regulations, and pushes. And if you recall, the hospitals, they've said to us often, we have to do this. We have to do this because of the federal government. So I think now that we have a different administration, this is a good time to set this in place in Wyoming. So if things change in the future, maybe they can say, we don't have to do this. So thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much for the discussion. Further discussion on the bill. Just for the audience here, and the Senator Steinmetz is in another committee working on a bill. She left a vote. So further discussion on the bill. Further discussion? Seeing none. Clayton, would you please call roll call on House Bill 222, Medical Ethics Defense Act 2?
This is a roll call vote for House Bill 222 as amended. Senator Crum,
No.
Senator Hutchings,
Aye.
Senator Scott,
No.
and Senator Steinmetz has left an aye vote.
That is correct.
Chairman Barlow.
No.
Mr. Chairman, that is 2 aye and 3 no.
Thank you very much, Representative Ottman. We appreciate you. Thanks for giving us this continued opportunity. Thank you. Have a good day.
Time may be a charm. Thank you, gentlemen. Are we done?
For the committee, we have done all the bills that have been assigned to us. There is one more day of bill assignments that is possible. I will not be here tomorrow, so if it happens, you get a bill assigned, Senator Scott, you're in charge. Please.
I will do my best to evade anything.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you, gentlemen.
So I think this completes our committee work. I did not. Mr. Bonenbless asked me if there was any interest in bringing in the Board of Medicine folks. I didn't hear anything from any committee members. So I assumed that there wasn't, so we are not going to bring any Board of Medicine appointees in or anyone else. So thank you for your work. Thank you for your time, and we are adjourned.
Thank you for your service.
When are we going to deal with joint interim?
Oh, I'm sorry. For the committee and for the audience, joint interim will be March 3rd at noon,
Thank you so
Sorry?
much. Appreciate that.
at 12:30. March 3rd at 12:30.
In the room.
Room 110.